We are back with another progress video, and this is going to be on progress vid 7. For those who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Wally, but in game my username is LaggyNar. I hope you guys had a good Christmas this year. If not, then I hope this video brings you some joy and that next year is a better one. But with that said, this is the Road to 1000 Hours series, and this will be my longest progress vid yet. As you guys can see, this video is about 15 minutes long, and I can't wait to show you guys what I've been up to. Let's start off with some easy prayer XP. This is one of my favorite random events, the maze being my top favorite. This one, however, would be right underneath that. Every time I get this random event, I do use it towards my prayer. Why prayer, you might ask? Well, for those who missed my first progress vid, I mentioned that 77 prayer was a long-term goal. And because I'm F2P, any easy prayer XP is always welcomed. Speaking of prayer though, there was a couple times in game where I would be thinking about double XP weekends. I know old school never has them, but man, it would be so nice to have those every now and then. I would grind out prayer like there's no tomorrow. The Amulet of Accuracy treated me really well since I received it from the Imp Catcher quest, but it was time to craft myself a Sapphire Amulet and enchant it to an Amulet of Magic. With the Amulet of Magic equipped, I now have an attack bonus of 25 in Magic versus 19 when I was using the Amulet of Accuracy. Not sure if you guys know this already or not, but apparently you can teleport to Port Siren by talking to the shanty guy at Shanty Pass. Just go through the options. Eventually you'll find yourself in the jail next to him, and then you will be teleported to Port Siren for not paying the fine that Shanty asks of you. I'm not going to take credit for this as I didn't know this either, but just thought I'd share. When it comes to picklocking the door, however, it doesn't usually take long. It really depends on luck, I think. Sometimes I'll find myself picklocking it open within a couple seconds, but for some reason this time it took me almost 20 seconds. The cool thing about this though is I no longer have to run from Felidor anymore to get to Port Siren, and it saves me from using my law runes. I find myself using this method mainly for the fishing shop if I have to go there, or to get to Karamja quicker. That's about it. If I need to restock on runes and I happen to be in the area, I will also use the magic shop here too. Man, it's so nice not having to worry about spending money on runes anymore. I remember when I didn't have the high alchemy spell or gold necklaces as an option to make money, I found myself spending my GP carefully when it came to buying runes, but now I just buy rune packs without paying attention how much it's going to cost me. Because I know whatever I spend, I'll just make up for it with my training or some money making. Oh, this gave me such a nostalgic feeling when I slapped on that priest gown bottom. This is exactly the setup I would use back in the day when I used to be a noob. I thought this drop was pretty cool as it was my first ever uncut diamond drop in game. Here is 44 prayer, and for those who didn't notice, I do have a Master Key already in my inventory. And there is also 61 defense. You guys will notice that I will jump from training spot to training spot at Moss Giants. I do this so I don't get bored. I think I'll just go ahead and tell you guys how many Master Key drops I get for this progress video. I managed to get myself a total of 6 Master Key drops, and in those keys I also received a total of 6 rune items. But I'll leave it at that and let you guys see for yourselves what rune items I get. 59 magic, which unlocks the Fire Blast spell, the highest damage spell in F2P, but you guys knew that already. And you might have missed it, but I also got 60 magic. I low-key want to be an Iron Man account instead so I can bank my black square shields. I want to collect these for some reason, but because I'm a UIM account, I'm left having to high elk them. Here's another short-term goal, and that's getting 43 crafting, not only because of the uncut diamond in my inventory, but also means having the already required level to enter the crafting guild. Hopefully that made sense. I went to fish lobsters in Karamja this time. For those who haven't watched my previous progress videos, I normally would fish these in the wilderness, but because of the Port Siren teleport method that I just found out about, I figured I'd just come here instead. For the last week or so, I've been thinking about getting myself 70 cooking because with 70 cooking, I won't burn any more lobsters. This actually might be a long-term goal now for me. So far, when it comes to long-term goals, I just have 77 prayer, 60 wood cutting, and now 70 cooking. And my current short-term goals are just 43 crafting and 70 range. 70 range because I'm getting pretty close to achieving it right now. I was really happy with my first drop at Bryophyta. Rune plate legs was exactly what I needed. I've been putting off my melee training for the last few weeks now because I had no armor to train with, so getting these definitely gets me closer to some melee training. As for my second drop, it was okay, but right now I have no use for cosmic runes, so I ended up dropping these later on. I think we're coming up on 52 fishing. I also got a nice little meat pie from the sandwich lady. Here's another little tip for those who don't know. I didn't know this until now. I saw it during my second fight, but there's a bronze axe spawn you can pick up here at the logs. I used to bring my own axe, but now I just usually get this or the iron axe spawn outside, which I will show you soon. I wouldn't have asked for a different drop. Getting a second pair of rune legs just means quick and easy GP. I think high elks will give me a good 38k if I'm not mistaken. This is probably the quickest Master Key drop I've gotten so far. And by the way guys, that is the iron axe spawn I was talking about, just trying to help out any UIM or future UIM accounts that are out there right now. When it comes to recharging my prayer level, I normally would home teleport to Lumbridge and recharge my prayer at the altar there. But because I'm just underneath Varrock in the sewers, I just teleport to Varrock and make my way here to recharge my prayer. Alright guys, we are 5 kills in so far at Bryophyta, and let me tell you, I do plan on killing her even more in the near future because I'm on the high scores now and I would like to make top 100 one day when it comes to the kill count. I think I'm currently sitting at 400 for UIM accounts. 5 more levels until 70 range. I could see myself getting 70 range in the next week or so. Definitely looking forward to it, as I think once I get 70 range, I will start working towards getting my green d'hide armor. For those who haven't seen my first few progress videos, I talked a little bit about why I have studded armor versus the green d'hide armor. I'm just simply looking for that feeling of achieving black d'hide armor in P2P. I know it seems silly, but this is how I wanted to approach green d'hide in F2P. I can't believe I actually got myself a rune sword on this kill. I think it's almost time to train some melee. I honestly have been dropping a lot of my beginner clue scrolls lately, but I'm sure glad I didn't drop this one. Definitely happy with the progress I'm getting on my free-to-play UIM so far. Got myself a nice pair of bare feet and some Rune item drops, and I even got another hit points level. Just 4 levels away now from 70 hit points. When it comes to combat level though, I would really like to achieve 100 plus combat before the 1000 hour mark, but the way I will achieve this is just by leveling up my hit points, defense, and prayer levels. You might ask, why not attack or strength? Well, because I'm F2P, I don't really care about hitting high, and I also feel 60 attack and strength is good enough for F2P. I basically want to become a tank with good range and magic levels. I got my Rune Med Helm back. I don't have to go back to lesser demons anymore. Maybe I will go back, but just for the prayer XP from Vile Ashes. And here's 45 prayer. I also later get 47 prayer, but I'll leave it at that. I almost wanted to keep these zombie items, but keeping them means losing inventory space, so I just dropped them here. I always wondered when I would get my first 100 law rune stack. If you're wondering how I got myself 100 law runes, it was mostly from killing moss giants, but I also got some from the hill giants as well. Four levels away from 70 range. I think for the remaining of the progress video, I get a couple defense levels. Starting with 62 defense, I came back to giant frogs because I was looking for a couple more prayer levels. As you guys saw earlier, I got myself 45 prayer and I was going to stop there, but because I'm training my defense right now, I figure I'll get some prayer XP at the same time. When it comes to melee training, I tend to look for AFKable methods, and this is why I really like the Stronghold of Security. All the monsters here are aggressive, which makes them perfect for AFKing. I think I can AFK up to 106 combat on the second level here in the Stronghold, but after that I will need to move to the third level and AFK on the level 50 spiders there, but I don't have to worry about that right now. And there is 67 hit points with a defense level of 65. Alright guys, we're coming to the end of the progress video, but before I let you guys go, I did want to finally collect the skull scepter pieces from the stronghold since I was already here. I started off by killing Ankos and then made my way up from there. I believe it was in my progress vid 2 where I mentioned possibly getting the skull scepter because of the teleport to Barbarian Village. I've been keeping this off mainly because I didn't really see myself using it for any reason unless I want to mine some coal, and that is why I got it. For my next progress video, definitely expect a few more mining levels and smithing levels. I do want to throw myself another short-term goal here before the video ends, and that is 51 smithing. With 51 smithing, I can make myself a mithril axe, and yeah, having a mithril axe I feel will speed up my wood cutting levels some more. Alright guys, thank you for watching my video. Expect another progress video sometime after the new year. I'll see you guys again. You guys take care, have a happy new year, and I'll see you guys in the next one.